Good afternoon, everyone. I will be discussing Chapter 1, 2, and 3 summary. Chapter 1 is the connecting process and principles. Chapter 1 talks about communication. Communication is the simultaneous sharing and creation of memory through human symbolic interaction. Chapter 1 also talks about the principles of communication. We must appreciate the true nature of communication. The four fundamental principles are: communication is a process. It is considered a process because it includes a series of actions that has no beginning or end, and it is constantly changing. Number two, communication as a system, which is a combination of parts interdependently acting to form a whole. Number three, communication is transactional. Communication can be intentional or unintentional. Intentional communication is a message that is purposely sent to a specific receiver. Unintentional communication is a message that is not intended to be sent or was not intended for the individual who received it. Chapter 1 also talks about the essential components of communication. Some of them are source, message, channel, receiver, or feedback. Chapter 1 also talks about the types of communication, which are intrapersonal and interpersonal communication. Chapter 1 also talks about distinguishing social media from face-to-face communication. Social media is a very convenient, and I think everyone uses it. That could be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of that considered as social media. Chapter 1 also talks about the misconceptions and communication. The perception process. Connecting perception and communication. The perception process consists of selection, organization, and interpretation. Those three are very important. Section is the process of mentally sorting one thing from another. Organization is the categorizing of stimuli so that we can make sense of them. Interpretation is the assigning of meaning to stimuli. Chapter 3. Chapter 3 discusses connecting self and communication. Chapter 3 was really short, but it talked about understanding self-concept. Self-concept or self-identity is our perceived self, which consists of an organized collection of beliefs and attitudes about self. Self-concept consists of two subcomponents, which are self-image and self-esteem. Now we know self-esteem is really important. Chapter 3 also talks about the development of self-concept, which are values, attitudes, and beliefs. Chapter 3 also talks about culture and self-concept. Specific cultural factors can influence the development of self-concept. Also, it talks about gender and self-concept. Gender is a crucial element in our personal and social identity. Gender stereotypes, gender expectations. Chapter 3 talked about guidelines to improve self. I found some of those to be very amazing. Number 1 states, decide what you would like to change or improve about yourself. Make a commitment to improve or change. Number 3, set reasonable goals for yourself. And that was my summary of chapters 1, 2, and 3. Thank you.